peeps! Anna here, and today I have another little book haul for you guys. Oh, that was from a separate video, so is this? I have another book haul for you. So here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna stop buying books. I swear, I really am. But you know, you bring me to a used bookstore and I'm gonna pick up a few things. So I have a very weird little book haul for you. I also have some books that were sent to me, and so I want to read you those and kind of bring those to your attention as well. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So I do have my 2023 videos coming up. I still have everything I read in 2023. I want to rank all the extreme horror books I read in 2023. And then I want to rank all the 2023 books that were published last year as well. So I still have some of those coming out. Hopefully I could be more consistent uploading from now forward, so I apologize. But let's just get into this book haul. So I bought this many books, just a few here, and they were $25. No, $25.18. Oh, and they were even cheaper than they said they were. I wonder why. Okay, well anyways, regardless, these were all from the used bookstore, and my used bookstore changed around a little bit, and they actually have mass market paperbacks now, and that was something that was at the other used bookstore that I really liked, that I'm like, oh, I wish mine had that, and now they do. And all of them are thrillers, so you can go in and buy a bunch of thrillers for like $2 or $3. So I'm so excited about that. And the first one that I bought because of that was Ruth Ware's The Lying Game. Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. I just finished a Ruth Ware book this month. I'll be talking about that in the wrap up for this month, but it just says 17 years ago, 4 schoolmates made a promise to keep a deadly secret, but now the truth is coming out. From the New York Times bestseller, blah, 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 blah. Don't miss the unputdownable thrillers from the Agatha Christie of our time. So excited to read this. In fact, I might read this one next. The next one that I got was Chuck Palahniuk's Pygmy. Correct me if I'm saying his name wrong. I don't know anything. It just says a gang of adolescent terrorists, a spelling bee, and a terrible plan masquerading as a science project. This is Operation Havoc. Pygmy is one of a handful of young adults from a totalitarian state sent to the US disguised as exchange students. Living in American families to blend in, they are planning an unspecified act of massive terrorism that will bring this dumb country and its fat, dumb inhabitants to their knees. In his finest novel since the generation-defining Fight Club, Palahniuk depicts Midwestern life through the eyes of an indoctrinated little killer. I don't know. I do remember when this one came out, and I did not purchase it then. I had told you guys recently that the past few Palahniuk books that I've read just haven't been my favorite, but I just read his new book, and we will be talking about that shortly. And so, yeah, I saw this one, and this was the only one that the used bookstore had that I hadn't read before, so I picked that one up. I picked up another cozy mystery, just at random. I have no idea what this is, but it's called Iced Under. I thought it was perfect for winter, a little snowy thing, and it just says It's Gonna Be a Deadly Winter by Barbara Ross, and it's a Maine clam bake mystery. So I don't know, but there's a bunch of baked goods, there's some snow. I'm excited for it. The only thing this is missing is like a cat or a dog. So it seems like most cozy mysteries have one or the other. But it says the snow is deep in Maine's Busman's Harbor, and the mighty rivers are covered in ice. Snowden family clam bake company proprietor Julia Snowden and her mother Jacqueline are hunkered down for the winter when a mysterious package arrives, heating up February with an unexpected case of murder. Inside the mystery package is an enormous black diamond necklace that once belonged to Julia's great-grandmother and disappeared in the 1920s. Who could have sent it, and why? Julia's search for clues takes her on a perilous journey through her mother's troubled family history, from a squabble over the family fortune in the frozen water to a recent unexplained death of Jacqueline's long-lost cousin Hugh. Jacqueline? I don't know. Who's been missing and presumed drowned for more than 40 years. To protect her mother's inheritance, Julia must fend off a small army of feuding relatives, solve the mystery surrounding the Hughes diamond, and get back to home before the next blizzard buries them all. I don't know why. This sounds like actually a decent book. I don't know, I'm really excited. This last year has taught me that sometimes I just need a cozy mystery, and yeah, I've been really enjoying the ones that I have, so I thought it's $1 or $2. This was $4, but it was on further sale, so it was probably like $3, so I thought, why not? I'll pick up another cozy mystery. This one was one that I just saw the cover of and I was like, I'm gonna read that. This is Joseph Hanson's Gravedigger, a Dave Brandstetter mystery. Fuck, this is number 6. I always do that. There's no one more promising on the detective story seen today, and Gravedigger is Hanson's best work yet. I always pick up number 100 in a series. I picked up one book and I was like, oh, this one looks good. It was number 26. 26. And my husband's like, does that mean it was number 26 in the series? I'm like, yeah, dude. See, sometimes I like series and sometimes I'm like, just let me read a book without having to check if it's number 28 in a series. This is Charles Westover, a disbarred lawyer, alleges that his runaway teenage daughter has been murdered and he files an insurance claim. And then he disappears, leaving Ace Claims investigator Dave Brandstetter to sort through the pieces of the puzzle. Young women have been murdered by the crazed guru of the bizarre sex cult. Is that what happened to Serenity Westover? Serenity's mother, now divorced from her husband, doesn't think so. But she tries to hide a painful secret about her marriage that proves to be an important clue to solving the case. Dave's investigation set against vivid California backgrounds of extensive seaside suburbs and snowy mountain camps. Shocky desert towns and wilderness canyons takes him on a quest of mounting tension and ultimate terror. Never has he needed his renowned shrewdness and compassion more, and never has he faced so close a brush with grisly death, not grimsly. Yeah, this was just a few bucks, and so yeah, I'll read it, I guess, and see if I'm missing something with the first 5. This one was really interesting. It's called The Entity, a novel by Frank D. Felitta. He's the author of Audrey Rose, sorry. And I just opened it and it just says a terrifying novel based on a real life case of a woman ravaged by a spectral rapist. This mind-bending chiller that sold more than 2.5 million copies. Never has a psychic phenomenon been so minutely researched and so stunningly recreated as the tragic and mystifying case of the Los Angeles woman who was sexually victimized over a period of months by a spectral phenomenon. Neither an empty claim by a hysterical woman nor the ingenious creation of the novelist's mind, The Entity is the searing report of a series of savage sexual assaults that were witnessed by the victim's family, friends, neighbors, and lover, and provided by a team of expert psychic and psychiatric researchers. The experience was overwhelming, terrifying, and inexplicably inescapable. The novel is powerful. A compelling... Okay, that just goes on and on. Yeah, so what the f is this? I have no idea, but I wanted to read it because it just sounded kind of creepy. Oh, I like this one. A little tan and a little brown. Yeah, and it smells good. It smells like perfume. Yeah, so I saw that and I was like, I think I have to buy it. And then the last one that I got was Calvin and Hobbes. I didn't know they had Calvin and Hobbes at the used bookstore, and so I was very excited. I have such fond memories of these comic books growing up because my brother had a bunch of them, and every time I would get sick, it was so sweet. He would come into my room and say, you could borrow my Calvin and Hobbes for the day, and that was such a core memory from my childhood that I saw these and I was like, I have to buy one. And of course I bought the creepy one, Something Under the Bed is Drooling. Yeah, excited to jump into that. I'll send my brother a picture right now. Okay, cool. And I wanted to show you a few books that I got sent to me because they seem really fun. So the first one here, which, I mean, UPS just did me dirty, or USPS, or however the fudge this gets sent, but like, come on. This is just horrendous. But anyways, this is called Beast of Burden by Judith Sonnet. I don't know, maybe I can lay it under some books. I'm sure it'll flatten out over time. But Judith actually sent this to me, so thank you so much, Judith Sonnet. I'm very excited to read this, especially because I read Santa-Sploitation for Christmas and absolutely loved that book. I thought it was so funny. And so, yeah, she sent me this one. So this sounds really interesting too. It just says, a magnum opus of heavy metal horror. And then the back here just says, after their bassist decides to quit the band, geriatric genocide is low on morale. What a wonderful name. And it says they wanted to be the next big thing in metal, but the remaining members are just stuck at home, growing old but not growing up. It's decided that they will go into the forest for a photo shoot, which will lift their spirits, but things go wrong for the band members, Virtue, Mort, and Rufus, when they are forced into a cave, a dark place where something evil, ancient, and hungry lurks. So this sounds super interesting. I might read this for my extreme horror reading vlog next week. I don't know. We'll see. But I was also sent this one. This is Chesapeake Bay Monsters by Pete Kramer. And I don't know, I just really love ocean stuff or water stuff or monsters. I don't know. This just says, in the murky depths of the Chesapeake Bay, something sinister lurks. Scott, a devoted husband and father, is desperate to provide for his family, but also feels like he's falling short. Rock, a divorced former lawyer whose drug abuse and womanizing cost him dearly, is eager to rebuild his reputation while turning a profit. And John, a money-hungry businessman, seems only dollar signs. Together, they stumble upon a discovery that can change their lives forever. Creatures in the bay that can unlock fantastic riches. But their lucrative business venture quickly turns dangerous as they come to believe that the creatures are responsible for the deaths of several men in the area. Convinced they're doing the world a favor by killing the creature and cashing in, they soon realize that they're in over their heads. As their obsession with wealth and power takes over, they risk losing everything, including their own lives. Filled with twists and unexpected revelations, Chesapeake Bay Monsters is a gripping tale of greed, friendship, and dark secrets that hide in plain sight. Doesn't this sound so fun? Yeah, so thank you so much for sending this one to me, because this just sounds like a blast. I also had a few others. I don't know if the others were sent as ebooks or were sent to my PO box. It's a clusterfuck in my emails right now. I have like hundreds and hundreds of emails to get through, and I don't know what to do. This one was sent to me as an ebook. It's called Dread by Kevin Backer. Correct me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. It's 22 Tales of Terror. It says, this is the little description here on Goodreads. It says, a child died in an avalanche and she won't leave me alone. A woman plagued by blood-draining mosquitoes on an Alaskan tundra figures out a horrific way to scratch her unending itch. There's something outside my tent and I think it's hungry. A collection of rare tropical fish receives a new species that is both fascinating and terrifying. Dread, thousands of people have gone missing out in the wild, and here's a collection of tales that offer up some horrifying reasons why. Oh, interesting. So it says, Emmy Award-winning National Geographic cinematographer Kevin Backer has swum with sharks, climbed the peaks of mountains, and explored the darkest of forests. In Dread, he weaves together terrifying true stories from the real-life adventures with twisted fiction from the depths of his frightening imagination. Oh, this is so fun. So it's probably a lot of things that he's like experienced or thought of while he was in these crazy places, which I think is going to be super interesting. Flip open the pages to indulge in the dark side of nature, haunting forests, tree demons, monstrous snakes, and a search and rescue team terrorized by the ghosts of those they couldn't save. Read if you dare. So that sounds really interesting. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I love books that are just anything unique and like out of the ordinary that I haven't read before. So I think I'm gonna really enjoy that one. Awesome. Then this one was sent to me. It's called The Circus of Hungry Clowns, and it's Flesh Eating Circus #1, and it's by Caesar Rule. And it just says, a horror novella. The year is 1936, and the residents of Brentway are excited, and so they should be. The circus has come to town. After much anticipation and chatter, amidst the packed grandstands, the booming voice of the charismatic ringleader announces the beginning of the show. In the audience are Joe and his son Bobby, who can't wait to see all of the outrageous clowns from the brochure: Chunky, Bonzo, Itchy, Queasy, Fangs, Crooks, and Bruiser. When Bobby is selected to participate in one of the acts, Joe is thrilled for his son. However, after the performance is over, much to the distress of the father, the boy fails to return. Searching desperately to locate him, Joe needs to first hunt down the truth about those involved by using any means necessary. But when the secrets he uncovers are of a far more savage nature than anything he could have ever imagined, Joe is forced to ask himself the most harrowing question of all: does Bobby still draw breath amongst this horrifying avalanche of clowns, or is it already too late? I am just kind of in the mood to read. Like, I want to read a lot of the same types of books. So I really want to read a lot of ocean stuff this year. I want to read a lot of clown and circus stuff. And I also want to read a lot of foresty, like camping, stuck in the woods kind of stuff as well. So yeah, that'll be really exciting. Is that it? I don't want to miss anybody, but if I do, it will be obviously my next video. Okay, I think that's all I have so far. So yeah, those are just authors that I've been in contact with so far. I'm really trying to figure out how to contact everyone, but I really did not think this many people would want to send me so many books. So I'm overwhelmed and thankful, but it just needs to be a reasonable amount of books at a time, you know? And it's really hard because I just have so many messages and things get lost. It's been a challenge to try to figure out. But thank you so much for the authors who have sent me their books. I still have one coming in the mail. It'll probably be in the end of a month video or maybe the beginning of next month. So keep a lookout for that. As far as if you want to send me a book, I haven't figured out a way of making it a reasonable approach. If you have any ideas, let me know. But so far I'm just doing what little I can. These books I won't get to for a while. I have another stack of books previously sent to me, so I'll get to those ones first before I get to these, with maybe the exception of the extreme horror book because I have an extreme horror video coming up. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much for any author who has sent me their books, and thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this kind of random book haul of a little bit of everything, and I will see you soon with my sort of wrap up 2023 videos. I know they're coming out a bit late, I apologize, but I will hopefully be on a more consistent schedule going forward. Fingers crossed that I stop procrastinating and stop having poor time management skills. But either way, thank you for being here, and I will see you soon with another horror video. Bye guys.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.